Hello? Who are you?
I'm the taxman. The taxman. I'm the taxman. The taxman. Nice steaks you got here. I'm just here to remind you the taxes are due at the end of the month is all. The taxman. I'm the taxman. Me. I'm the taxman. I'm the taxman.
Much better. No. None of these ones.
¿Qué clase de políticos? No seremos los primeros.
Get up, Private! We've got some taxes to file!
But I don't know how.
Quit your yapping and let's get to work, Private! We gotta round up them papers, crunch them numbers, go!
I don't even want to pay taxes.
No more whining, Private! You've been paying taxes all year long, whether you've realized it or not!
Oh, what now?
Right now, you and the government need to get squared up!
Squared up? Like we're in a fight?
We're gonna get in a fight if you don't pipe down and listen, Private! As a Canadian, you earn money and the government taxes what you earn. So filing your taxes is essentially everyone making sure they have paid and received the correct amount. If you haven't paid enough, then you have to pay some more. If you pay too much, which happens all the time, then you get a tax refund. And ain't no one complaining about getting their money back, Private!
You mean I could have already paid too much?
That is correct. Getting a big tax return is actually a sign of bad tax planning because that is money you could have had in your pocket much sooner, as you were getting taxed too highly throughout the year.
Okay, but what do I actually have to do to file? I have all the papers in the world, but no idea what to do with them.
Time to get up and dust off your keister, Private. First, you gotta gather up a handful of these here documents strewn around the room all nonsense-like.
Okay, what forms do I need exactly?
How have you made income last year, Private?
Let's see. Well, at the beginning of the year, I got a job filing cadavers at the mortuary, but then I got laid off before the summer. But by the end of the year, I did get a job as the receptionist to the front desk of hell. But I also do some clown consultations, and I sell some paintings throughout the year.
Oh, you're a painter.
Yeah, this one's from my Mystic Cow series.
That's enough of that, Private. Let's focus on these here tax papers. Since you earn money from employment and from self-employment, I'll cover employed first and then self-employed forms after.
Yes, sir.
Don't fast me, Private! First, the most common form is the T4 slip. That would come from both of last year's employers and should be mailed to you or available online in your MyCRA account after the end of February. If you invest or have a taxable savings account, there are T5 forms which should be mailed to you or made available on your online investing and or banking account.
What if I received CERB?
If you received CERB this year, I hope you saved some of it as it is taxable, Private. For most people, they will be taxed around 20% on CERB, which, if you received the full $14,000, could be up to $2,800 for taxes. You will receive a T4A slip for that income this year.
$2,800?
You bet your privates, Private! Which is why it's important to set aside about 20% of any income you have earned that has not been taxed. This is all part of something called cash flow management. AKA making your money in a way that reduces boom and bust cycles so you can consistently feel more comfortable with your money.
Boom and bust?
Stop acting a fool, Private. We haven't even touched yourself. Employment, yet.
Here's all the invoices I received throughout the year for clown consultations. And these are for painting sales.
Okay, looking here, you've earned about $10,000 doing your contracted clowning around and whatnot. That's great. This is taxable income, Private. But unlike being employed, it isn't paid throughout the year. It gets paid at tax time, which is why it's so important to set aside a good portion of your self-employed income with every payment. Usually 20% is a safe bet. With that said, as a freelancer or private contractor, you will fill out a T2125 form. This is all about business and professional activities. Whether it was selling your tchotchkes on Etsy, driving for Uber, or ghostwriting for your neighbor's completely mimed podcast. That income and those expenses can be filed here. On this form, you will fill out information about yourself, your online business, if you have one, income you have earned throughout the year, and the expenses you wish to claim. Make sure you have your receipts if you are claiming expenses. This is what it means to write things off, Private. You can claim all kinds of expenses to get tax deductions, including rent, repairs, delivery expenses, stationery and office supplies, meals and entertainment, advertising, and more.
Credits and deductions. What's the difference? They sound the same to me.
A deduction reduces the amount you were taxed on. So, since you have made $60,000 this year, a $5,000 in deductions would mean you are taxed on only $55,000 instead. A credit works differently. Let's say you file your taxes and owe $500 to the government, but you have $850 in tax credits. Those credits apply directly to what you owe. So not only is your $500 paid off, but then you get a refund of $350.
Oh, wow. Okay, so what kind of things can I claim?
Before we start, Private, it's imperative you have all your supporting receipts and documents to qualify that you meet the eligibility to get the deductions and credits. This is because you will need to show them to your filer. Without your supporting docs, you can get nailed for filing your taxes incorrectly. Keep in mind, even if you made only $200 this year, you still must file this income. Not doing so is considered tax evasion, and that could cost you much more than what you might pay in taxes. Moreover, an audit can go back up to 6 years prior, so each year is as important as the last.
Right.
That's why you don't keep all your papers scattered on the floor in heaps and piles, like an obsessive detective having a psychotic break.
Right. I'll keep better track of everything from now on.
Good on you, Private. Get yourself an accordion folder or filing cabinet of some sort. Hands off, Private! Get your own digs.
Right.
There will be no fraternizing in this boot camp, am I clear?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I was just trying to...
Moving on! Here are some popular deductions and credits. Medical expenses tax credit. There are dozens of medical expenses that can be claimed, including prescription cannabis. These expenses can be claimed with proper documents in a T2201 form. If you recently graduated, you can claim a credit for tuition payments from the preceding 5 years by submitting what you find on the T2202 forms that your school will issue you.
What about textbooks? I have a 600-page book on the frog's intestinal system that set me back about $200.
Negative. Claiming textbooks was 86 to 2017. Enjoy your frog porn, though.
No, that's not what it's for.
Have a student loan, Private? You can get credit for the interest paid on that as well. Same goes with expenses if you moved more than 40 kilometers closer to attend a school or start a job.
Duly noted.
If you have a child in childcare, you can receive a deduction for that. That's a T77-8 form.
No kids. No kids.
Good! That's probably better for the kids, to be honest. Did you make a charitable donation this year?
Yes, Save a Clown Foundation.
Then you can file a T3010 form. Same goes for political donations as well. You can file for federal political donations and provincial political donations. Check your province's site for the appropriate info. These take a bit of calculating as they are not one-to-one credits, but calculators are available on softwares and government sites.
Sweet. Glad I saved those clowns.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Now as an artist, you may be able to get a rebate on money you spent to earn income doing artistic work, including creating artwork, composing, and performing. This is a T777 form.
As a true artist, I'll definitely be picking up one of those.
Whatever you want to call it, Private, knock your boots off. Did you contribute to your RRSP? If so, you can reduce your tax burden by completing what's called a Schedule 7. If your employer contributed too, then that will show up on your T4 from earlier. If you're in a unionized job,
Clown workers' rights.
you can get a deduction for dues paid. Great for artists and others in creative industries. On your T4 slip, look at box 44 and enter that. Since you worked from home for most of the year because of COVID, you can also claim some expenses with that as well. And the process is much easier for 2020. For this, rent, utilities, internet, and other expenses can be claimed as a deduction of a flat rate of $2 a day working at home, up to $400.
Oh wow, I didn't realize I could claim all those things.
Well, Private, since you hit the second tax bracket, it's even more important for you to claim deductions and credits. If you don't, you earn more money but get taxed more.
Tax bracket?
Yep, tax brackets. You are taxed both provincially and federally. The higher the bracket, the higher the taxes. Looking at your situation, you earned $60K this year. How it works is Ontario taxes you 5.05% on your first $40,740 that you earned. Any money above that, about $15,000, is taxed at 9.15% in Ontario's second bracket. Federally, on the first $48,535, you were taxed at 15%. The next $12,000 of your income, which makes up the rest of the $60,000, is taxed at 20.5%.
Well, why would I want to earn more money if I have to give it away in taxes?
Nonsense, Private! If you plan how to use your money more effectively, you can actually end up enjoying more of your money, live a wealthier life, and be happy. For example, if you take your better income and invest it, not only are you earning passive income, but that income is typically taxed at a lower rate. Alternatively, you can donate more money to causes you like and receive deductions for that too. Save more clowns or whatever.
Clowns are endangered.
Yeah, that tomfoolery. As your income increases, it is always worth considering finding a planner and/or accountant to help you manage your money. Yes, it costs more, but it can help you in the long run. If you ask me, look for an advice-only planner. Make sure they are fiduciary, which means you are legally obligated to put your interests first. So there's no corporate or personal interest weighing in on your money like you might find with many advisors or brokers.
Wow, I can't believe I managed to sort this all out. Thank you so much.
All in a day's work, Private. Now drop and give me